live, please leave a chat if you can see and hear me. I just want to make sure everything's looking good. I feel a little choppy on OBS. I don't know if that's true. Now, one thing, I did turn it on so that only subscribers can chat, but it's no time limit. So you just subscribe and you can chat. I'm just doing that because I'm trying to pump up the numbers. Let's get it up. So come on in. Hey, Sea of Survivors, welcome. You're the first chatter. There's no prize. I'm just saying welcome to you. All right. Good morning, Chris. Just kill it, buddy. All right. Sounds good. All right. I'm going to get right into it. So here's what it is. It is Steam Next Fest. We're in the middle of it. And I'm just going to play some demos. Now, I'm starting with the first demo, which is Enshrouded. It is #1 in like every category. I can't remember it's #1 in most wishlisted, but it's the #1 trending and the #1 most played demo. I want to find out what's going on, and we're going to go through it. I'm going to actually play this. Here's what the story is. I'm going to go for 1 hour. I'm starting the clock. 1 hour here. Now, at the 30-minute mark, I'm going to take a break, and we're going to go flip over to the Steam page and kind of look at the Enshrouded Steam page. I kind of want to get some context from playing the game, then look at the Steam page to see how the Steam page matches up with the gameplay. All right, so we're going to look at it. Great music, hard to hear me. Okay, I'm going to turn down the audio. I know, it's, sorry about that, just getting the audio right. Thanks for the feedback, I love it. Oh no. Okay, can anybody hear him? I'm working on it, let's see what happens here. All right, we're knocking everything down. I'm turning myself up. I'm like maxed out over here. Let me crank up the volume on my master audio controller. 1 second. All right, I am literally. I've got the input, the interface maxed out. I've got everything else cooking here. I think this game, okay, we got this. All right, so I hope that's better. Here's what I'm hoping is better. Good, much better. Okay, crank up the audio. I'm sorry, I'm turning up. Everything is maxed. Game is minimized volume-wise. Let's stop with the AV talk. Let's talk about Enshrouded. Okay, a couple things I like to look at. I know this is not, if you're looking for gamer tips, not gamer tips here. We're just going to look at it from a marketing perspective. And a couple things, good menu, kind of the smoky, effervescent. You're kind of enshrouded in smoke. A couple things that are classic, got good call to action, wishlist on Steam, join our Discord. There, I maybe make them bigger. I mean, what are we here for? Couple other things. Feedback. Let's click the feedback button just to see what happens. You can't see it, but it popped up a web browser with just a simple, like, fill out this form. Nothing too fancy, just a description. You could upload a file. So that's always good. Always do that for your demos. Include a feedback button just right there because demos are also kind of like a beta. So let's take a look here. Let me just make sure we got stuff still rolling. I'm always afraid the stream is gonna just crash, so let me just get going here. The other thing is, let's look at demo hint. I don't know what's this demo hint. It just pulls up this form. Now, a couple things. This is always that disclaimer, dev saying, it's not done yet, it's not done yet. I know, we all know. I don't know how much this actually helps. Maybe it makes your team feel better. I don't like this message. It's still in development. I know it's stressful to put yourself out there. I don't like it. I think it kind of makes you feel less secure about yourself. I don't know. I don't have any data on it, but my gut tells me, I don't know. I wish devs were more proud of themselves. I just feel like this is like saying, would you like to go out with me? But you don't have to because I'm kind of ugly. I'm kind of ugly. Don't go out with me. But please go out with me. That's what it kind of feels like to me. But I don't have any data. Maybe it makes people feel better. Let's see. Support Rish. I do like this message. Hey, help us out here. I would put that message at the top. And then this one's interesting. We're going to plan to remove the demo on October 22nd. We'll look at the Steam page at the 30-minute mark and we'll look at that. But I'm just kind of curious about that. To each their own. I don't know what they're having. Maybe they're launching soon. Maybe that's what this is all about. But it's neat that they are actually telling you the countdown. I would actually, I know dev's hard, but put a countdown clock. Says this demo goes away in 12 days or something. You know, do the math of when October 22nd. And this has a countdown clock like on the UI. That would be pretty cool, right? And then thank you. Enjoy. Please wishlist. I do like the all bold call to action. Always end with a call to action. And then that's it. So let's go on. Enough chitter chatter. Let's just play it. Again, I'm still go out with me, but I'm ugly. Again, they said it's in development. I know it's hard, but I don't know. If you press F1 to report a bug, we're gonna try it as soon as we push play. Start with a character create. Start right here with this. I don't really like to do character create. I do think it's kind of funny though. Shorts. You could change your body, but what stays the same is shorts. Those jorts are staying the same. I'm gonna just pick I'm gonna pick the guy that's most like me. This guy. If I age, this is me hoping how I'm going to age. I'm just gonna get freaking ripped. I think once I really start to age, I'm just gonna go straight on full ripped. Let the hair go out. Go kind of scary hobo look is kind of what I'm going for. I like it the way it is. I'm just gonna go for it like this. So I'm not gonna spend the time. This really is it's just me. This is really me. I'm gonna just good on them. Just being able to represent me. Okay, so now part of this thing is Enshrouded is an open world survivor craft. There's no doubt in my mind why this game is #1 on Steam for the Next Fest. It is hot. This is like the genre to beat is open world survivor craft, okay? And it's got co-op. Co-op is super hot, and I've noticed a lot of the games in Steam Next Fest are multiplayer. They have co-op elements. A lot of the most popular demos. And that tells me a lot of Steam shoppers are kind of seeing this as like a little mini festival where they like to bring their friends. And this is, for all of you who are making multiplayer games, festivals can be a false positive a little bit. So if you go to like PAX and you set up a booth and you have a multiplayer game, people love to bring their friends because to them, a game festival is like an arcade for them. They treat it like it's a free arcade. And so they'll play a lot of games that are multiplayer because they bring their friends and they play co-op games. And I know a lot of studios who are like, oh, coming out of PAX, it was so hot. Our multiplayer game was played by everybody. There was a line. Everybody's gathered around. We are going to sell millions. And then when they launch, it doesn't sell as well. And that's because it's a false environment. PAX, the floor, is a false environment in that people are there. They like multiplayer games. But couch co-op on Steam doesn't always work as well because you're not always with your friends, especially local co-op only, where you can't do remote play. Now, so that's why I have a feeling Steam Next Fest is kind of having that thing. I bet a lot of people are like, hey, let's all play these new games tonight. Everybody get on. They only have a week to play these games. Let's do multiplayer right now. And I have a feeling that's kind of the thing that's going on. Now, this game's going to do well. I just have a feeling this game's going to do well, just based on the play times and all that kind of stuff. It's the reason I bring it up is this is multiplayer. And so that was kind of my springboard to say that a lot of the games that I'm seeing on the top demos are all multiplayer games. I'm just going to do private because I don't like to play with a bunch of people. I'm going to create a new one. I tried it out a little bit, this game out just a little bit, just to make sure this game didn't have like a super boring tutorial, but the tutorial was pretty easy, so I just stopped after a few seconds. So we're going to look at it loading up, and we're going to play this game. So again, Open World Survivor Craft is huge on Steam, okay? And what we do is we start with this pod, this thing. It very much looks like Cronenberg's The Fly. I just watched The Fly. I'm watching horror movies for Halloween. You're emerging out of this teleportation pod that looks a lot like The Fly's pod. And you just emerge totally jacked. So if you can get some time in the pod, I totally would recommend it. And kudos to the art team. I'm getting a very, I don't know, birth canal feel from this. It just is a great kind of symbology of you emerging from the life-giving pod that looks kind of like the birth of life, but you are just coming out fully jacked and like 50 years old. So again, that's great on the art team for kind of having those visual metaphors. I always like to see that stuff. So I'm emerging in this smoky temple, totally enshrouded. Now, I think this is where the multiplayer thing is. You will all get birthed into the central area, I assume, if you're playing multiplayer, which I'm not. I'm just single player. But birthed, fully jacked. All right, so let's go. Always go to the light. That's always the first thing for game design. Straight ahead. And if you see a light, just head for it. That's basic level design. All right, coming in, great particle effects. I'm just going to commune. Why? Who wouldn't want to commune with a flame? You've slumbered for too long, Flameborn, the realm of the enduring flame calls to you. Place limited text. I like this. Now, what I'm really looking for is just to see how they onboard you. And one of the big things I want to see is demos. This is the number one question I always get is, and I'm not a designer, I'm not a game designer, but people always ask, how should I structure my demo? And this is an open world survival craft, which is a very tricky thing. You want to show the breadth of your game, but you also want to show only a limited taste because you don't want to give away the golden goose for free. Okay. And this game's a golden goose, folks. This is a golden goose. And so let's go for that. Let's see what's going on. I want to see where the barriers are. Where do they stop me? Okay. So fully jacked hobo, heading out. Okay. Beautiful world. I love the emerging. I like how this isn't, I don't know if this is the final game, but I love how it just brings me right to the world. It's not like the Elder Scrolls games where you have to go through like a dungeon and kill like 100 rats before you get out. They're just like out of the birth canal, straight into the outer wilds. So here we are. We can see the vista horizon. And we're just gonna commune. Oh, look, somebody just reading their books out there. Okay, a passage from Balthazar. I'm not gonna read it on stream because, come on, who wants to read about Balthazar right now? But it's there. I can go right past it. The lore dump is opt-in. I love that. We used to call that in the information design. I used to be a technical writer. Progressive disclosure. If you want to dive in, go for it. Vast world awaits you. Duh, look at that vast world. Filled with secrets and peril, my two favorites. Press start to open your map and track your discoveries. Look at this. This is pretty good. Lot of tutorial right here, but that's good. I do think that this is just letting me play for the most part. I got a journal. I don't even have a shirt, but I have a journal. That's a true hobo. So I'm looking at this beautiful environment that I am just going to explore. There's the light down there. Always follow the light. So let's just go for it. Let's just do it. That was not correct. That was not what I was supposed to be doing. Really, basic game design kind of led me straight off into the wild. They said, go off, explore the wild. I took it right from there. So let's see if I can respawn. I'm going to just hold the old A button here. Respawning back to the old cinder vault where you can get your cinders, vault those cinders. So I'm going to just kind of follow along what the game design is telling me here, which is to go straight for the... Oh, maybe I have to go straight over this. That's looking like quite the drop. That's looking quite the drop. I mean, I'm jacked, but not so much. Veiled in mist. All right, folks, I think I have to go down this way. It's a little misty. It's a little obscured. It's kind of taking a left turn here, but I have a feeling this is the way I'm supposed to go. So, some scaffolding, a little table and chairs. No, this is such a pleasant place. Like if I were to set up camp, be right here. Nice view. Eat a little dinner at the table. We're gonna loot it. And a chest. I love just a good chest right up front. Torch, first item in every video game. Classic. And some bandages. Couldn't fashion himself a shirt, but bandages we got. All right. Hierarchy of needs. Bandages and torches over shirts. All right, let's keep going. Just loot everywhere. This is looking great. I love all this loot. Heading in. I'm feeling very Disneyland. Ooh, I just saw Navi, my little sprite friend there. I'm feeling very, what would I say? Thunder Mountain. Big Thunder Mountain vibes coming off of this, which I love. One of my favorite rides in the world is Big Thunder Mountain. So it looks very Big Thunder Mountain. I hope there's, this would be a good cue when you're lined up for there. So let's continue on. Ah, look at this. Use terraforming tools or explosives to forge a path through the rubble. I love it. Just go straight to the explosives. Exploding barrels detonate at range. Okay, so what I like about this is, and I don't know if this is the final game, but they're giving me all those crate supplies right up front. They're not teasing it, like going straight to explosives. I could see any other game, I would have to like craft and find all this stuff, like Minecraft when you play it. Like you don't get to the good stuff. You have to like forge like sticks for a while. They're just giving me bombs right away. So I am going to switch over to my bombs because if you're going to get Chekhov's bombs here, I'm just going to do them here. Okay, do I throw them? Let's see. Throw them. Excellent. Great tooltips bringing me right in there. Whoa, this guy is just bomb-proof. Those are some abs. Like this guy's been working out in his birthing canal here. This guy is like, his abs can take it. But we're going right through this rubble, and we... Uh-oh. Oh, okay. Oh, dang. I think it just blew up everything. But I saw a bunch of 50s come out. I don't know what that is about, but I got a rusty sword. So great. We have a skeleton, which obviously means environmental storytelling. And then you've got literal storytelling here. We're drinking to an ode to the queen. 3 babes on his arm. That seems a little... okay, just a little sea shanty down there. Now, the environmental storytelling. Let's look at the skeleton here. We got a guy surrounded by bottles, barricaded in stone, a bunch of casks. I'm getting Cask of Amontillado vibes here. So great Poe reference right up front. I love a good literary reference here. I don't know who barricaded this guy in. Can I throw more bombs? I am kind of hobo stuck in here. Yeah, all right, there we go. All right, let's continue on. Those feet have got to be hurting by now. Okay, let's see. A little ladder. All right, heading on down. Hope it's going good. Let's see. The goat. Yes, the goat. I love looking at the goat. If you don't know, if you've ever gone to Disneyland, head to the goat. Always look at the goat. It'll change your life. There's pre-goat and post-goat. It's basically this goat, and you do a 360 around this goat. And if you just look at that goat, it'll change your life. All right, so these guys are just great, creating a great little environment down here. I love this. I'm just going to head towards the light because the video games tell you one thing. Just follow the spooky lights. And these are pretty spooky. Look at that crack. How many bombs? I have... I kind of had to bomb myself out of the Cask of Amontillado. Otherwise, I'd be bombing that light. Let's continue on here. Let's head into the... Oh, God. All right. Woo! Survive that one. All right, folks. All right, so let's just continue on to this following the light. I am embedded in the light, so I'm just going to... My goal... Whoa. That does not look good. Let me get my old rusty sword. Look at that. Oh, boy. Okay, attack is X. Yikes. All right. Hey, that was... You know, for being born yesterday, I did pretty good. Torn cloth. Can I fashion a shirt? Let's see if I can craft a shirt. Still can't make a shirt. All right. I'm going to carry this sword because if game design has taught me anything, you never just put in one skeleton. R3 to lock on your foes. Now they tell me this stuff about the locking into my foes. I don't have an R3 button. I'm using an X, but we'll figure it out. All right, continuing on into this beautiful misty cup. There they are. There they are. Let's see if I can lock in. Okay, there's that. Lock in. Ah, there it is. Okay. All right. Let's get you. Doing good. All right, making me feel proud. All right, torn clothes, some gems. I hope he's got pockets. Let's see here. Torn cloth, torn and tattered. Okay, yes. Let's see if I can. I'm really concerned about this guy's. I mean, they're drafty. Let's see. Split stack. Okay. I'm still very concerned about this guy's clothing. Like, he's going to get a sun. If he's anything like me, he's going to get sunburned immediately and stepping outside. And I'm really role-playing as this guy because, let's see. You have a box. There's got to be stuff in there. Nope. Okay. So let's continue on. Now, I do like lead me right in. I got combat. I got a rusty sword. They're giving the goods right up front. And let's see. If you fall, you'll rise again at your last resurrection beacon. Good. Well, I already figured that one out. All right. Okay, it's just a helpful glowing orb. Thank you, glowing orb. Very nice garden element here. I like it. Let's just continue across this misty path. Very beautiful. Very and just chasing down the wildlife. I love it whenever video game wildlife, it is always just so verdant. It's just like you step out and you just see everything. Like I step out and I have to wait hours just to see a bunny, and they're just right there. Okay. Harvest and eat berries to replenish your health over time. It will prepare you for the dangers ahead. All right. Well, if there's one thing, always trust the floating text to just tell you what to eat and whatnot. Okay. I don't... Oh, I see a health meter right up. Right there. So I'm assuming... I see a blue one and a white one. I think one's health, one's hunger. We'll see how it goes. And... got some string. The old string bush. All right. So, again. All right. So one thing I want to talk about is genre. And this is open world survivor craft, best genre right now on Steam. Like Steam goes crazy for open world survivor craft, which is collect resources, do some battle. I'm going to build a base. I just know it. Now, this is one of the things that I think Steam shopper or Steam developers developing a game for Steam, I don't know. I feel like the indie community have kind of done a disservice to indies where they're just like, mix genres, make the most original game you ever have seen. And it's like, this is the most popular game on Steam right now. And this is like classic open world survivor craft. It's by the numbers. Like you got inventory where I'm collecting stuff like strings and sticks and twigs and like combining them. I'm in this open world. Like there's nothing here. It's not like they're like, oh, it's a match 3 mixed with open world survivor craft, mixed with a dating sim. Boom, boom, boom. You're the most popular game. No, it's like this game is so similar to so many other games. It's not really that different. I'm I'm getting off track when I'm getting on track with talking. Follow the path. So claim a spot for your base. And that's the thing is like, I don't know. I think indies they actually do more harm when they get more creative. Now, I know it sounds so lame, but I think you should tailor your risk to how risky the environment is. Like if you're rich, you got a rich dad, you don't care about making money, go for it. Go make open world dating sim horror match 3 mixed with platformer mixed with I don't know what, crossword puzzles. Make it. Don't worry about it. But if you're a little risk adverse, you're like, God, I'm on my own here. I don't have anything. I think I'm back to the berries. Oh my God. Follow the light, Chris. That's where I'm like, this is kind of the way it's. What I find is really the games that do well are like popular genre, following the tropes where you collect string and berries and stuff, and you have a hunger meter, plus a new theming. And the theming here is really this kind of like, I am stuck at the path. I'm like one of those ants when they get to the end of the path. You know, it's like, it's not that different. Like this game it's like a new coat of paint. I mean, there's lots of, I'm not to diminish this game. This game is amazing. But what I mean is like, from a genre standpoint, it is just hitting the numbers like crazy. Okay, I think I'm on there. So I must do some sort of summoning, craft my base, details in the journal. The funny thing is, journals usually are in the past. Let's see how to make my base. Claim a spot. Okay. Flame altar will make a spot for you in the base. Your base will craft and build shelter. A promising site to establish is marked on your map. Reach the location, craft the flame altar, and place it to proceed. Okay, so I got to make myself a flame altar. Okay. Altar activation capacity. I think this is a flame altar. It said flame altar, but this is the flame. Context, words matter, folks. So, a flame altar, level 1 flame altar. Okay. Here we go. Flame altar, stone. I need 5 stone. This is classic open world survivor craft. I bet the monsters are going to come out now that it's nighttime. I got to fight, but I also have to mine, so I got to find some stone. See what I mean? It's like, this game isn't that different. It's not like a total reinvention of the genre. Like, here's the thing is Steam shoppers don't really want that much different of a game. They want to know, okay, I got to get to my base. I got to find 5 rocks, and then I got to build something. I got to build my base from there. That's open world Survivorcraft. Really, I mean, let's see what's going on here. Oh, what's she telling me? I would build my base right here. I would just build my base right here if I was... Uh-oh, long keep. Okay. All right, I'm just following my spirit guide here. She's just lighting all the torches for me. Really, I mean, you could knock off a lot if you just build this. What am I looting? I'm just bushes. Bushes aren't helping me with the rocks. Like, do I really need to get 5 rocks? I could just kind of create a lean-to in this thing, but let's see. What a nice little settlement. Okay, let's see here. I'm just gonna Enshrouded. Hey, name of the game right there. I love it when they give the name of the game. I don't know if that's good or bad. To be honest, I don't know. All right. I don't know if it's good or bad that it's Enshrouded. Is that an Enshrouded? Who's the Enshrouded? Oh, ooh. Water is a great source of vitality. Drink it to enhance your stamina and regenerate faster. Whoa. Hey, figured out a flip. All right. Doing it. Scoop some water. Oh, there it is. Scoop it. I got it. I got the water. Okay, I'm still looking for rocks. Let's see if I can find some rocks. Let's see. So anyway, so that's what I'm saying is like the genre is great and important. And then just knowing the tropes goes far. I think it's too much where if somebody would come to this and they turn it on, they're like, a rhythm game open world Survivorcraft, I just really want to just find a meadow, find 5 stones, and build my base. That's what I'm here for. You know, it's like, that's what they want. And then when indies go too crazy with the genres, they're like, why isn't anyone want to play my game? And it's like, I don't know. And I know it seems so lame when I say this stuff, but it's like, I don't know. Here I am at Long Keep. I know it seems so lame when I say it, but I really think indies kind of hurt themselves when they go crazy with the genres. I'm still just looking for rocks here. Ooh, here's some fire. Interact with campfires to cook food, sit near them, become rested. I was going to sit and cook. Just some meat for the eons. This meat has just been hanging out here. This is like wall meat. Finally, my bones are sore. The water, well, the fire. A little shelter and some sleep should allow me to rest. Well, rested food is going upstairs. I hear the planning and expedition. Thankfully, I hit some rations a little bit. Oh, that's somebody else's journal. I'm just stealing their meat and reading their secret journals. Oops. Okay. I mean, I just need to find some rocks here. I'm trying my best to build my base here. But anyway, so that's why I say an important thing to do is like what I'm doing here, which is play all the games in the genre and figure out what's the difference. Where do we excel? And I haven't seen quite yet where it's going to be. I think there's this huge flame sort of side. Maybe they're just making it like 10 to 20% better for the... oh, we got another dude here. Let's see. Let me get my sword out. Really not Russia. Oh, you got a little bit more power here. Right there. Maybe he's full of rocks. Let's look. Torn cloth. I could make a little lean-to out of this. But anyway, so that's what I'm looking for, is what is exceeding other games like V Rising or Valheim. Oh, look at those rocks. Let's see what happened. Where's my inventory? Let's see. What is going on here? Let's see. Journal, world, skills. Okay, how many rocks? I need 2 more. Okay. Just some gymnastics. Let's see here. Standing on my pile of rocks. Let's look for some more rocks here. There we... Come on, rocks. Yes. Okay, I think I got it. Let me get some mushrooms here. Ooh, a staff. Good. Some good mushroom staff. Just going in. Oh, more rocks. Just going in. Getting some more mushrooms. Just giant mushrooms. But anyway, so just a reminder, stick with us because in 5 minutes, I'm going to switch over to the Steam page and just kind of look to see, now that I kind of have a concept of what it is, to kind of see how they're presenting on the Steam page, to see what the messaging is about what's unique about this game, how they're pitching it, what they're saying. So that's what we'll look at. We'll look at that in 5 minutes. I'll just put a little pause on this, switch over to the web browser, and we'll do a little Steam page analysis and maybe some marketing things. See the history of the game, how long this game is out, because I haven't heard of Enshrouded before until this. So let me figure out how to craft. So let's do some crafting. I want to make my flame altar. Flame altar with my... I thought I got 5 stones. Okay, I thought I did. Sorry, folks. Can't get my stones together here. Let's see if I can find another one. Just taking red mushrooms, more red mushrooms. Let's go back to the stone quarry over here. What are you? Just wildlife. You do not look very friendly. All right. Enshrouded. Oh, okay. All right. Just killing the wildlife. All right. Loot for some bones. All right. Ooh, that looks menacing. I'm not quite ready for that. If anything, the deep dark tunnel probably is not there. So I'm looking for more rocks. I did find some here, so I'm going to keep exploring here. Let's see, get some more. And also, by the way, while I'm doing that, I haven't been looking at the chat. I don't have enough monitors. I guess I need more monitors. So with that, what I'm going to be doing is answering some questions, some thoughts that you have. I'll be watching the chat. So stick around, ask some questions in the chat. Don't ask them now because it's too much. It's too much reading. By the way, if you can't chat, it's because you need to subscribe. And I'm trying to get the numbers up. I want to get to that 1,000. I'm pretty close, and I've never done any streaming, like serious streaming. So let's see if we can get up to 1,000. Something magic happens, unlocks in the algorithm for YouTube. I don't fully know. I think I'm like partnered or petitioned or something with a P. I don't know. It's fun to get the magic baubles that these algorithms give you. Look at, did you see this pirouette? Oh, that berry thing. Rocks. I'm just hammering this Y thing, trying to just nailing the trees here. Ooh, oh yeah. Okay. So let me double check, make sure I got enough rocks here. 7 out of 5. Let's do this. It's rock time. So I'm gonna make this altar, see what happens, and then goes from there. Now, one other thing which I just noticed: 8-hour limit. I don't know yet what's gonna happen. So I've been talking about how there's some way that you have to limit these games. Tease enough, but not too much. Get people excited, but don't give away your game. And maybe what they're doing is this 8-hour limit, which is 8 hours. They're proud of their game. And so let's build this flame altar. Flame altar. What? Resources 2 out of 5. Oh, maybe I have to make rock into stone. What? Okay, hang on. Sorry, I know you're probably screaming at me in the chat. Let's see, why? I thought I had enough. Hang on. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out my stuff here. Let me see my backpack. Even though I don't see a backpack. Stone times 2. What? I swear I picked up all these stones. I guess maybe I picked up rocks. Okay. Man, I thought I saw 7. Maybe it's like rocks turn into stone. So sorry, folks. I really thought I was really hoping I could get you. I feel like Dad at Christmas. I couldn't deliver on the goods. I couldn't find that action figure. I just couldn't find the stones. Okay, how much time I got? Okay, we are at time. Let me just see if I can find. I see stones everywhere. Come on, dude. I haven't found the magic stone. But anyway, the part of the reason why I'm gonna see if I can find the stones real fast. I swear it said 7. All right. But part of the reason these games are, 1, so popular, and 2, are so good for Steam is, as you can see, there's not many resources here. In other words, like, yes, this open world, beautiful, but it's not like a linear progression game. It's not like, a Metroidvania or something where you have to create so many characters. You can do a lot with just like some rocks. Like, I'm spending all this time, like a half an hour, just hunting around for rocks, and I'm enjoying it. I'm actually enjoying myself. I know I'm complaining about the stones, like how many stones I've got, but just doing this, just like a bush with berries, provides hours of entertainment. And so, whoa. So anyway, that's why these games are so popular. Is you can make so much content. Oh, your brother's here. You can get so much content out of so little. So I'm going to eat just a raw piece of meat that I found. Let's see here. Can I just eat this? And that's the fun of video games. All right, I'm going to take a quick 30-minute break. We're going to go look. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just switching over. This is video games. I'm going to go look at their Steam page, just see how they're talking about it. Maybe they're like, the first open world survival craft where you can pick up meat and die. Which I know I probably should have cooked it, but it looked fully cooked. You got to admit, that looked like a fully cooked piece of meat. Let me respawn, and then I'm going to save and quit. Save. Well, I'll just switch over. So just one moment here. Let me switch over. I'm going to have to. I'll be checking the chat. So let me go to Steamworks. I'm just opening up Steam. I'm gonna go Enshrouded Steam. I'm gonna look at their Steam page, and we're gonna do this live. I'm gonna switch over, and I'll start broadcasting that, just so we're gonna kind of look at it. I'm gonna start taking questions now. So leave your questions in the chat, and let's look at what their Steam page is doing here. Again, if you're just joining me, Enshrouded right now is the #1 game on Steam Next Fest. Like, it is most played demo, most trending. So in other words, like, this game hit like a bomb and then it's going from there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to hide. Let's see. Let's go for this presentation. Hang on. I'm going to hide this. I'm going to go for Enshrouded. And I'm going to hide this. Okay, so here we are on the Enshrouded Steam page. Now, they've got the live stream game going. Everybody always asks, should I live stream? Yes, what else are you doing Steam Next Fest for? Why not use every single inch that they give you? Take everything. Never just say, like, well, you know what? They're giving me this free visibility. I'm not. They're doing it. One thing, the Enshrouded team, they've got great art. They're missing out on these side banners. There's these... Just put those on there. They just make your game look good. I would do them. Again, it's not hurting them. The #1 game on Steam right now. Who cares? But it just makes your game feel more expensive. It's one of those things. Let's check the my old test here. Just click your name. Let's click the name. See what happens. Let's see if they... Bets? What percentage? Who thinks they've actually set it up? Let's see. I'm going to go... I think they have. They're a pretty reputable team. Let's see what happened. They did not... Everybody click your names right now. Go to your Steam page for your game. Click your name. See if it goes to this. This is the bad thing. This is just a list of things. You're missing out on thousands of followers. The Enshrouded team, please fix it now. You are missing maybe thousands of followers. You're the #1 game on Steam right now. You should go to your company page. And the company page allows the follow button so they can follow you as a studio. So every game you release will all of a sudden show that. Everybody right now, go to your game, click your name. Does it go to this ugly looking page or does it go to an actual developer page? It takes an extra hour to set up. Just Google Steamworks creator page. Okay. You want to set it up. All right. Other things they've done, they've put the actual demo now out. Steam used to say, don't do this. I think Steam's kind of given up. Like, here's the #1 game on their thing. Steam told us no more text on your capsule, only your game name. No, if you look at the front page of Steam, the Steam Next Fest, everybody's doing it. So Steam's not really caring. All right, let's see. Let's look at their short description. What I'm looking for is what's their unique selling proposition and how hard do they hit their genre? All right, you are Flameborn, last ember of hope of a dying race. Awaken, survive the terror of corrupting fog, and reclaim the lost beauty of your kingdom. Venture into the vast world, vanquish punishing bosses, build grand halls, and forge your path in this co-op survival action RPG for up to 16 players. I actually, and then Survivor baseball. I don't really like this short description. A couple things that I don't like. Again, who am I to say? They're doing top-notch, best-in-class game. They're doing fantastic. So again, this stuff doesn't matter for them. It matters if you're like low ranks. What I don't like is they call it an action RPG. Really, the genre is open world survival craft. I mean, they got it right in the tags. Their tags are actually great. Survival, base building, action RPG is okay. Maybe, okay, so maybe what they're doing is they're leaning more into the action RPG, but I would say that in my short description, if that's where they're going, because I'm trying to see the unique selling proposition, and so far, other than the Flameborn, they do a sentence of lore, which I'm not a super fan of, but they did a pretty light touch. They're like Flameborn, whatever, they missed the genre, but this middle passage here, this middle section here, it says reclaim the lost beauty of your kingdom. That's like every kind of open world survival craft. Like V Rising is kind of that, but you're rebuilding your manor house. I don't like it when you could swap in any game for that description. Really, I think what's kind of happening here is maybe, this is my hunch, is they're leaning more into the RPG aspect of these open world survival crafts. If that is true, I would go all in on that. I'd say tired of open world survival crafts where you're just a mindless beast or something, like a mindless dude. We built in RPG elements more to it. Because I did see one of the tabs on that journal screen was like this huge web of upgrades and stuff. That was awesome. I thought that was cool. Let's see if they play that up in here. And that's where I think they're going with the unique thing. Again, remember I say you stick to the main genre and then you add a little bit on there. I think that thing they're adding on, my hunch is they're adding the action RPG more, a little bit more combat, a little bit more upgrades, a little bit more customization of your character, like pretty deep character customization. So they've added these screenshots, which are clearly not in-game, which I'm not a big fan of. That's cool. I love a good skull that's a rock that looks like a skull. That is so cool. Just a guy pondering. I just like this. I just like the sweet moments. He's just like looking in the flame. Maybe he's writing is that a book? He's writing a journal. That guy totally has I write in my journal vibes. Like this guy definitely writes in his journal every day. Look at that. Look at that. This guy is MFA journal writer out in the forest. Like, I just want to be like Thoreau. Like, this guy is totally that guy. Like, good job on the screenshot thing. This totally looks like a guy that would sit in a forest and read a journal. I love that guy. Okay, and then a cool helmet. And then just staring down this. I mean, these are cool screenshots. Like, they're cool images. They're not cool screenshots. Oh, this, like a nice yucca. This somebody's been studying this. This actually looks like a real yucca. This actually, it's an agave. It's not a yucca. Definitely looks like an agave. And then you got this kind of hedgehog-looking cactus. I love cactuses. I love a cactus. But anyway, so then you've got this desert temple, which looks sweet, but none of these actually look like screenshots. Like you saw all that stuff. It's always a guy in the front, camera behind. These are not screenshots. These are mock-up screenshots. These aren't real screenshots. So I don't like it, but again, it's not hurting their Steam page. And then another guy just looking in the fire, just chilling. I like how sometimes it's just the sweeter moments that you need to emphasize. And this guy, I can't tell if he's like, time to destroy this village or time to build it. I can't tell, but they got their hammer in. If you're doing a crafting game, you always have to work your hammer in there somehow, and they did it. I would have put it up front. The thing that I think is lacking, again, beautiful vistas. They're basically saying we are the most beautiful open world survival craft, and they really are beautiful. This game's beautiful, and they're playing up those images, and that's kind of where a lot of the race is. If you're like trying to make a standout, one of the ways you do it is just become the most beautiful version of it. You take a game that has been made, and this is for people making games too. If you see a genre that's taking off, but the games that are in the front are kind of like not the prettiest of game, you just up the graphics quality if you have a good artist. So look for games that are hot, that are kind of ugly, and then just update them. Now, I'm not saying that the open world survival crafts are ugly. I'm just saying, like the previous ones, I'm just saying this game has beautiful graphics and they've just made it to a new level, okay? So, here's some UI. This is actual text, but it's kind of not that interesting. I think the cool bombs, that's cool. You're showing action. This actually looks like a real screenshot, even though they turned off the UI. Not sure what's going on here. Not sure what's going on there. Those are the screenshots. I'm missing UI. I think that web graphic where they had the like tech tree, maybe it was the RPG skill set. I think that's a unique selling proposition, and I would pop that in. I'm going to switch over to the chat real quick. I've been neglecting the chat. I love y'all. It's just, I like to just go through. I don't like streams where the host is constantly saying, oh, let's stream. I'm going to go to this. So let's take a look at some quotes, some questions. Let's see here. Let's see what some people are saying. 30-minute break. You need to gather stones. I see that. I'm going to spend a weekend on this game for sure. You have to stick some players like familiarity. Yep. Oh, look, we got the Enshrouded folks in here. Welcome, Enshrouded folks. Sorry. Let's see. I would have greeted you earlier. So Enshrouded, huge congrats, Enshrouded. Yeah, you're doing great. Let's look. I don't see any questions. Those are screenshots touched up a little bit. It's captured from within the game. Yeah, I hear what you're saying, but yes, they're in game. But the reason I don't like them is they don't show how I actually play the game. Like, in other words, they're screenshots that are like the camera is always behind me. When I run, this one kind of is there, but the when I was running, when I was my buff self, I was kind of behind and it was back there. So it doesn't look like actual gameplay. Like, it looks like I stopped, I swung the camera around, and then I did an angle. That's what I'm not a fan of. But again, y'all are doing awesome. Yeah. So let's get going here. Let me kind of look at a couple other things that I love. So one thing I always check is to see the events, to see how much you're communicating with your community. And I'm seeing a lot all the way back. May, great. I'm seeing that survival action RPG. So I'm really seeing this as a unique selling proposition. I would play this up. I think it's great. Portal Knights, a lot of people always ask me, should I mention my past games? I think it's a great idea. I think you should. And let's check another thing from the maker of Portal Knights. Let's check something. I want to see what you're doing here. I'm trying to always deduce why games are at the top of the charts. So let's look at Portal Knights. Let me see what you did. Sorry, I'm typing sideways. Let's go to Portal Knights. So this is the previous game. Came out, 15,000 reviews. Fantastic hit. Notice they've gone grimdark. Like, this is a very cute. You've got a game with a bee on the front. That's adorable. They've gone dark, which is an excellent move for Steam. Steam really loves that stuff. And so, by the bloodline. Let's see. Let's look at your news. Let me just check something. I'm just checking something. Still haven't set up your name. Okay. The reason you set up your name is you've got so many reviews here. You have a huge fan base here. You can take that fan base and move them. So if you had been building followers for your company from Portal Knights, every game you release, the second you release, everybody gets an email. Even if they never wishlisted, even if they never went to the Enshrouded page, everybody who played Portal Knights will get an email that says a new game from the developer Keen Games has released. And so I would go through all your games, set up your creator page for all of these. It's like free wish list for every follower you get. The other reason you do it is, let's see if you've got it. Sorry, I'm taking a detour here, but Keen. Are you Keen Software House? Is that you? Because when let's look. Are you Keen Software House? Are you the same ones? I don't know. I don't know if there's something else there, but there's another Keen. See, the whole thing, the other reason you create your, Keen Games versus Keen Software House, the whole reason you set this up, you set up your name is so that you show up in search. Not that many people search your company name, but it's just another reason to do it. But anyway, one thing that I would expect is, I would expect, because Enshrouded is your hot one right now, I would fire all my guns at Enshrouded. So I'd put I'd put a link to that one, and I'd create a news event on this that says, hey, if you liked, I mean, these games, I know this one's cute and Enshrouded is very dark, but I would create a cross promo where it's just an event that doesn't do huge, but you say, Enshrouded is our next game and we got a new demo. And you've got so many followers for this game that it just works. Like, you're going to get some push over there. Not that you need it. You're at the top of Steamworks, but might as well, because your demo is only out until October 22nd. So you want to get as many people in love with the game or not. Enshrouded folks, the whoever's on the chat, go behind the scenes. Why are you, just mention why you're doing October 22nd ending of the demo. I think it's totally legitimate to do. I was just kind of curious the thought process. So if you want to leave a comment in the chat. The other thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to look up SteamDB for, I'm going to do some more lap typing. Let me grab my lap board here. So I'm going to do some more SteamDB research here. I want to look at Enshrouded. I mean, this is honestly the first time I ever heard of Enshrouded. So I'm just going to pull up SteamDB. Just 1 second, folks. I'm going to pull up Enshrouded. I just want to, what I'm looking at is how they did it. What their history looks like. So I'm going to pull this up real quick. Now, if you're new to, I don't know who else is here, but if you're new to this, and I run howtomarketagame.com, which is a site that talks about marketing games and the process behind it, and the modern tricks, the tricks that are fresh off, Steam, the best way to market your game. Howtomarketagame.com. I've got a newsletter. Sign up for the newsletter. Howtomarketagame.com/free. You get a free book that lists all the mistakes, like not linking to your developer page, so you get those things. So that's one of the mistakes. If you want to find out 60 mistakes that you're probably making, go get that book. Well, why don't I do it while I'm talking about it right now? So watch this. Howtomarketagame.com/free. And this is it. Get a free book. You get this book. It's got 60 mistakes. Sign up now. If you haven't done it, just go hit that subscribe button. It'll do it. Okay, so let's go back over to SteamDB. Every week I publish a blog post about little tricks that you can do to maximize your Steam page. So let's look at your charts. So this is SteamDB. I have no affiliation with this. It's just a really good tracking site. I think it's mainly made by like extreme CSGO followers. So what I'm looking at is I see there's a little bit of an uptick. We'll talk about the uptick in a second. So September 30th, you had 54,000 followers. By my estimate, it's about 550,000 wish lists. If Enshrouded, if your boss will let you do it, maybe mention in the chat how many wish lists you actually have, but it's a lot more. What I'm looking at is that's how many wish lists you have way before Steam Next Fest, which is hot. I don't know why I didn't know this. I should. You're like probably one of the top 5 most wishlisted games on Steam right now. So this game was coming in hot anyway. And then it looks like your marketing team did the right thing, which is kick in and do a nice marketing campaign. See how you can see the, what do they call it? It's not the asymptote. It's the increase, the delta, all of a sudden kind of take off about 2 weeks before. Probably ran some ads, probably did some marketing research, or market outreach where you showed your demo to some streamers, probably some stuff like that. But you see it tick up about 2 weeks before. So you had 50, let's just say 55,000, and then by about the start of Steam Next Fest, you had 61,000. So we're looking at 55. I'm terrible at on the sun. So about 90,000 wish lists leading into Steam Next Fest, that 2-week period, which we don't know for sure. We think Steam samples that sort of stuff. If you have questions, be sure to subscribe to my channel and then leave a question in the chat. So we'll do that. Let's see here. Don't end the demo on the dot. Okay, so I'm going to look at some chat. Cannot say. So Enshrouded, welcome to the chat. Glad to have you here. This is why I love it. This is like a live episode here. So we've got the Enshrouded team in here. They cannot say the number of wish lists, but what we typically do is we multiply either by 9 or 10 the follower count to get there. So I'm estimating there are about 550,000 wish lists leading into Steam Next Fest, which is hot. Enshrouded folks, now when you're really popular, it says Valve themselves suggested you don't end the demo on the dot at the end of Next Fest. Another extra week felt good. That's why if you look at on their page, they said demo ends October 22nd. Even Valve is saying don't end your demo at Next Fest. So folks, that is insider knowledge that we are sharing with you. So like the inside, when you get really big, you can just like email certain people at Valve and like, hey, we're thinking of doing this, and Valve will be like, don't do that. We look at the numbers. No, don't do that. I'm giving you this for free. And Enshrouded just said that Valve told you don't end your demo right away. Ended a couple weeks. I did do some analysis where I compared games that ended soon after Next Fest and people who just kept it up forever. And it looks like there was a slight improvement of wishlist if you ended it a week or two after Steam Next Fest. It wasn't very significant. It wasn't very huge. It's counter to what I actually feel. Like, I feel like just keep it up, because here's the reason. Streamers can't play all these demos in time of the Next Fest. There's just too many games. There are games they like, they wish list, and they're like, I'll get to it soon, and then they're going to play it. Okay, and that's what's happening here is you want to keep it to catch those laggards. And then remember, if somebody plays, let's say they play your game in a week, they're going to play to all their fans, and their fans are going to be like, that looks great. Oh, the demo's down. So not even just a week, go 2 weeks. I didn't even go further, but it all depends on what your strategy is. And this is really what I like to say is marketing is very strategic. It's not as social. I think a lot of developers are afraid of marketing because it seems so social. Like I got to be on social media. Most developers are not very social, but marketing is actually more strategic than it is social. And that's one of the things that I always like to teach at howtomarketagame.com. So if you have any questions, or we can just read more what Enshrouded folks are saying, we can just do that. But they're German, apparently, according to the Enshrouded thing. Sorry, I didn't catch your question. Can somebody type it out if I haven't heard it? Let's see here. Matt Hackett, welcome. I see some folks in there. Michael Nolan. Hey, welcome, Michael Nolan. My old friend. Good old Michael Nolan. Good to see you. Let's see here. I'm just looking at some of the stuff. Yeah, no questions. Like if you all have any questions, go ahead and reach out. We'll see. Otherwise, maybe what I'll do is I'll go back. So it looks like, here's my read on Enshrouded. Popular developer, had a couple popular hit games, just been working Steam, rising. Launched Enshrouded, like, what was it? I didn't actually look on SteamDB. Let me pull it up on SteamDB. Let's see when you all started. I didn't pull it when the Steam page went live. Let's see when your Steam page went live. Let me just pull that up. They went live May 4th. So they've been out for about, what is that? 6 months, almost 6 months, 5 months, 6 months. Great. Keep your Steam page up for a long time. So I can see by this huge curve early in the phase, probably a big YouTube blast with a great trailer, activating their existing community. Hopefully you have a mailing list, doing all that to get that initial spike. And then that activates Steam. So when you get big enough, you can generate your own gravity. And so that gravity increases over time. So you see how they just have a nice steady increase without doing much. And then that huge inflection. I'd be interested, if you can, Enshrouded folks, what happened July 13th? Was it some Steam Next or some summer E3 stuff that you did? But look at this big bump right here. That is significant, especially at the velocity that they're going. That's a huge impact. So something happened July 15th, okay? Boom. And then increase there. And then you did the campaign for Steam Next Fest, which is really smart about that kind of 2-week period. We don't know for sure, but something magic happened there. So that's what it looks like. Classic long-run campaign. I think this is the launch of your demo. Enshrouded, did you do any betas? Was that a beta? Was this July thing a beta that you ran? Because your demo is really strong. It feels like you've been out there for a while doing stuff. But anyway, let's see here. I'm just looking at this. Sorry just to turn this into talking to the Enshrouded folks, but let's see what's going on here. I'm going to time frame, real time. Let's see here. Let's see. I'm just trying to find some stuff. I just want to see. I just want to talk very tight-lipped about the budget and figure. So cannot elaborate. We're lucky to be making a wildly popular, very niche game. Very niche. I don't think this is niche. Here's the other thing, folks. A lot of people think that they have to go more like happy and, like soft and casual. I think you are hitting a genre that is very hot on Steam. It is open world survival craft. That is the number one. That is not niche. You are hitting the most valuable genre, and it's hardcore. I can run around without a shirt for a very long time if I want to. All that stuff is awesome. That is hardcore. That is perfect for Steam. I actually think it's more niche if you went casual. If you're like, we're a happy-go-lucky, no violence type of game where you craft a beautiful world. I think that's more niche than what you all did. Just to let you know who you are. So Enshrouded. Yeah, what I'd like to see. I'm typing the answer. Bear with me. Checking dates. Yeah, I'm just kind of curious what happened in July because something really hot happened right there. Just a time check. We got about 5 more minutes. I like talking about the Enshrouded stuff. I am so happy the Enshrouded folks are here. Welcome. I don't know how you found me, but welcome. just to kind of, as we wrap up, I'm kind of broadcasting some questions to the Enshrouded folks to find out how they got to where they are. But while you're waiting, howtomarketagame.com/free. I get the free book if you're new to this. I study the market. We look at what games are popular, how they're getting so big, and then we'll hopefully get you to follow those same lessons here. For Steam Next Fest, I'm trying this thing every morning at this time. I am going to be doing these live streams where I just talk about a different game. I'm going to pick a different game. I don't know which one yet. And we're going to look at it. Then we're going to look at the Steam page, see how they're messaging it, what their history was, what their charts look like. I'm not always going to do the number one game. I just wanted to start with the number one game because why not? We might do some subcast ones, but really what I want to focus on are games that Steam players like. I find indies make too many games that are just not made for Steam, and they're like, why isn't my game selling? And it's like, well, you're making the wrong type of game. I'm sorry. And so we're going to focus on games that are the type of game Steam likes, and Enshrouded is like the perfect Steam game. It's dark. It's like grungy. There's like a guy with lumps on his back attacking you, and you have to use a rusty sword, and you can do it without wearing a shirt and just be totally jacked. That is totally Steam's alley. You can go into a dark, forbidding, grim, dark tunnel that's got like weird stuff and it's dark and gritty. That is like perfect Steam. Portal, their previous game, what was it? Portal Jam. That looks less like Steam. That looks more like Nintendo Switch, where it was like I get to wear a bee costume and I get to like craft flowers. That looks less like Steam. This is Steam. Enshrouded is the most Steam game that I've seen at the festival, and it's at the top of the festival. So that's what I'm trying to show all of you, is really these are the type of games that do well on Steam. So yes, I'm checking the chat because we've got the developers behind Enshrouded here talking about their game. So let's see. Enshrouded. Let's see. We actually didn't get the start for the beta. Oh, okay. So look at this. Okay, so the mystery we're trying to solve with the Enshrouded folks is right here. See this little boop? This is a marketing beat. Something happened here, and the folks in the chat from Enshrouded said, I think the July date was when we opened our beta signups. Betas are hot, folks. It's a marketing beat. It's a beat where you can just be like, hey, I want some more wish lists. Okay, let's throw a beta. So what betas do are they improve your code, but they're also a marketing beat. And that's what they did. That's what the folks in chat from Enshrouded, they think they did their beta here. We actually didn't go to the start of the beta for another 6 weeks. So basically they announced the beta, and this is perfect. Announce a month early, and then just collect signups. Did you do an email sign up? How did you get people registering for your beta? We'll talk about that, Enshrouded folks, if you could answer that. But basically 6 weeks marketing campaign for their beta. And so you'll see this nice curve up for basically 6 weeks. This is about 6 weeks of length right there. That's 1 6 week time scale, maybe. Collect those wish lists, collect those beta signups, and then do a big play test. You run the beta, and the beta improves your code. Your beta, your demo, like this Steam Next Fest should not be the debut of the code. This is like, you should have done betas and play tests and feedback sessions way before. Do not drop your big code base right on Steam Next Fest. So let's see here. 50 odd folks. Let's see here. What's going on here? I'm just trying to look at to see what else they're saying here. Somebody asked something where the answer is 50 folks. Maybe that's company. How many people are in your company? Let's guess. I'm just looking through some of the chat. But anyway, yeah, so I don't want to go too much longer. I want to keep you back. You all have games to make, so go back and make some games. So basically for Enshrouded, top of the list, going strong. Like your first game, this is why I always tell people, think long-term. Your first game's not going to make it to the top. If you look at Steam Next Fest, all the games that are on that front page are usually from previous games. And one of the things that I noticed this Next Fest is a lot of the games are sequels. A lot of them are sequels. And so it's not necessarily your first game that's going to get you there. It's like the second one or the third one. So keep at it. And it's just a ladder that you start climbing. And basically the audience of your first game, you pour them onto your second game, and then you get that game to market your next game and your next game, and just up level. You cannot do this with your first game. Just Internalize that. Don't be so heartbreaking if you're like, this is my first game, this first time I put up a demo, and I've got like 1,000 wish lists from Steam Next Fest, which is good, but it's not what these folks are pulling in. They're probably pulling in like 20,000 first couple days, and then like maybe like 40,000 wish lists by the end of this Next Fest. That's what the top tier games, even more. I've even seen like a couple 100,000 for top tier games. I wouldn't be surprised if the Enshrouded folks get 100,000 wish lists by the end of this week. So I think that's it. Enshrouded folks, I'm going to cut this short, but feel free to reach out to me, Chris Z at howtomarketagame.com. If you are the Enshrouded folks and you want to talk about this stuff, just email me. Everybody else, come back at the same time tomorrow. I'm going to be doing another game. I don't know what game it is. Maybe I'll mention in the chat. I don't know. I'm just kind of like going through Steam Next Fest and all that kind of stuff. Yep, 50. It sounds like 50 developers behind Enshrouded. Again, open world survival crafts are huge games that require huge companies. Do not make your first game an open world survival craft unless you are a masochist. And you'll probably never finish your game by the time the genre transitions to something else. Again, calibrate your expectations for your first game and what it takes to get to the top of Steam Next Fest. So tomorrow, probably be a smaller game. I might still do one of the top 12 because there's 12 games ranked on the front pages of Steam Next Fest. I'm monitoring to see if there's any change in position. I might go to another one. So let's just see you tomorrow. Good luck, everybody, and keep playing some demos. If you find one that's really neat and you're like, Chris, what's going on here? Pop it into the Discord, howtomarketagame.com/Discord. But for now, just hit the subscribe button. I'm trying to up the thing. I want to get to 1,000. That's like the first little magic carrot that YouTube gives you. So have a good day. Chat restricted for some reason. I don't know, YouTube. Come on, YouTube. Anyway, pop in anytime. Love to hear from other developers, other games. Thank you so much, Enshrouded folks, for being on the stream. And we'll see you tomorrow. Talk to you all later.